Quit fucking lying, dude. You're a fucking liar, bro. You're a fucking liar. I was like, no. Was that supposed to scare me? Well, I just don't like the big ones. The little ones, pues son pinches chupiles. The big ones are like, I mean, the little ones are like little chupiles. Like, no pasa nada. Cockroaches are the bad ones because they got like the fucking sharp legs and shit. Huh? What's up, guys?
How you guys doing?
We are here for episode 90, boy, fucking 90.
Because we're 90s kids.
Right there, I kind of felt like I was throwing up cut.
Like, no, bro, no. Cut that shit.
Yeah,
Cut it.
Someone's gonna like screenshot that shit and be like, you know, yes. But I don't know. You remember back in the day, or were you at Northside when like gangs were around?
Like they wanna be gangsters?
Well,
because I've seen wannabe.
Yeah, it's like in middle school for sure. It's because like now, I guess okay. So for whoever doesn't know, Northside is our high school. So back in the day, we used to go to Northside. We also went to J.P. Elder Middle School. And back when my sister was in high school and I was in middle school, she would like tell me like, "Hey, it's rough over there. Like it's scary and shit like that." That reputation is no longer there, as far as I know. Like Northside. Have you seen Northside's new facilities? Like they got like the culinary program. Yeah, it looks like a 5-star restaurant or whatever. But like back then it wasn't, it wasn't. It was going towards that or whatever. But back then, yeah, like I was scared because my sister would be like, "Yeah, there'd be gangs out here and shit. They'd be like ganging it up and shit." And I'm like, damn, this shit kind of scary, bro. Like I'm just trying to get to class.
No, from what I've heard, like the 90s was the worst. Like,
oh really?
They were like gangsters, like with like guns and like
yeah.
a budget, I guess. Like like the cars were matching and shit.
Yeah.
Like that type of gangster.
With the budget.
Yeah, like they were matching.
Yeah,
like,
no,
like
yeah.
fucking San Andreas, like.
Yeah, like green and purple. It's J. Grove Street versus the Ballas and shit.
And it started like dying away, I guess. And
oh yeah,
like my time were like wannabe gangsters, like like they're like ¿Qué güey? Luego se culean,
yeah. I mean nowadays, I think if you were like cholo, like total cholo back then, and like you were like that, you probably got like a family now. You probably got like kids.
Hector Jr.
Yeah, Hector. Yeah, it's true. They and because they got like the skin fade, little kid. Like no little kid that's like 2 years old should have like a bald fade, bro. Like let his hair grow, like
No, you know how like that's why like in my time I don't really have recollection of gangsters because we did hang out with them, because like most gangsters were like Latinos, right?
And they all hung out with each other. I remember, yeah.
So I remember we hanged out with them because they were funny. Like they weren't scary.
That's true.
Like, they were like
they didn't get like in class.
Yeah, like, they were like desmadrosos, but they were funny. They weren't scared. They weren't like they weren't like fighting the teacher or like anything there or like fighting us. They were just doing like hood rat shit, and you hung around to see it. That's what we did. Like
it's funny because like now I feel like that culture's kind of changed. Like I feel like you can kind of put that on the Cud generation too, because like back then it was always like the cholo kid in the bag. Nah, miss, I don't want to fucking do work. It's what are we fucking learning this for? Now you feel like a cuz is like, nah, miss, I wasn't even fucking saying nothing.
It's like nah, miss, sir. Nah,
miss, sir. Dude, like I don't know if like people from here like are from the valley, but like I hear that's how it is like in high school over there. Dude, like on TikTok, it's been exposing me to like how school is down there. Like kids having concerts like in bathrooms, and like there's like a whole like baile going on in the courtyard. I'm like if my name was like Jeff and I went to that school, I'd be like, "Mom, pick me up. I'm scared." Like it's just it's a little scary, like overrun by like the dudes with the hair. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah, school is a little different. I feel like now. I feel like it's safer. Like you're gonna get to calculus.
Yeah, I feel like at the time that I also noticed that I had like dual credit.
Yeah,
AP classes that people were actually trying like Cause I don't know if you had it, but like when we took AP exams, they were like in a gym. It was cold as fuck, and there were like desks like all over the gym.
Yeah.
And they were like, you have 60 minutes to finish this part of the test or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there were people in there trying. I mean, right now, like when I look at my Instagram, like of people that are from my age, my grade level.
Yeah.
They're like at like some are from TCU, some went to Duke, some went to fucking Harvard.
No,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn,
sure.
like all these kids came from Northside, you know?
No,
like,
yeah.
It tells you how much it's changed. Like the time that I was there too, we had like that building for culinary, or whatever.
Yeah,
now they have one for like music.
Yeah.
For Mariachi, you know?
Yeah. No, it's changed a lot, dude. Like I'm starting to get that a lot more just because like fuck, just to say this. Next year will be my 10-year anniversary, like since getting out of high school. So it's crazy because like all my classmates that I've had on like, well, back then social media was a new thing. Like now it's like 10 years old, I guess you could say. Like, so all these people that I knew, you know, I had them in class. So we were just, you know, paying attention or doing like other things or whatever. Point is, like all these people are like married, getting divorced, having kids. Like you really see like the difference. Like and you see that everybody's like grown. Like, you know, at this point. I think the other day I was thinking about it and I was like, I've been out of school from at least college like longer than I was actually in there. So I'm like, me being a college boy was a long time ago. Like I'm like, damn man, like this shit kind of sad, bro. It shit kind of hurts a little bit. I'm telling you now, I be finding canas, and I told my wife to pull them out, and she's like, ¿Pa qué? And I'm like, tú hazlo. I'm giving you full control here.
Would you ever dye your hair?
No, I mean if like my hair is turning gray, it's gonna turn gray. Like, just do like a full what's his name? Antonio Banderas. Fool has white hair now, bro.
Bro, I haven't seen him.
No, yeah, like it went gray and then now it's just está blanquito, güey.
I've seen like Alejandro Fernandez. His
is gray, yeah, for sure. I forget how old that fool is. He's like what, 60, 50,
I think
60?
we looked it up. He's like 50.
Yeah, dude, ya está viejo. But like I still see him as that dude on those album covers, like all young.
He's like shirtless.
But he was like 20, 30 at the time, you know. So like he was already like older, and it's many years later, dude. We're in 2022, people. Like it's been a long time, you know. It's shit's passing you by quick. You know what I mean? Like the 2000s were 20 years ago. I'm like,
you good, bro? We're 90s kids, like.
Yeah, we're 90s kids. I mean, everybody dude. I feel not bad. But like for everybody that's going through school right now, I'm like, damn, yeah, I got such a long ass time to go. I'm like when right now as a teacher, when I see like class of 2029 or whatever, I'm like, fuck.
You're like, what? Kill it.
I'm like, dude, just quit now, dude. It's easier, you know. Nah. Well, anyway, this is episode 90 episodes in. For CharroBeans podcast. It's been a long time, but we hit 10 more, and we hit the 100th episode special.
Yeah, are we doing something for 100?
I don't know. Should we do something?
100 is what? Like
it's like
like 3 months.
A little under 2 years, but like I said, we've taken breaks and well, we try to stay pretty consistent.
It's at least 2 months. Oh, it's gonna hit around October.
Sure.
Like for Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about this the other day. I was like, yeah, we kind of messed up Halloween last year. Maybe we should dress up.
Oh, but this Halloween, it's on a Monday, you said, no?
It's a Monday. Oh, that's when we record.
Which is when we do it.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I want to be something. I want to be a Jedi or Boba Fett. Do a whole episode with the mask on. I don't know.
Like, ¿qué?
Oh, to have like the, you know how like all the troopers and everybody got like a voice decoder thing or like it sounds cool. Yeah, I want that. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, CharroBeans episode 90. 2 year. No, we're 2 years old, right?
We're like a year and a half. Year and some months.
No, but I mean, as old as the podcast is.
Is it 2 years?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Yeah, we had a whole party. I remember. It's hard to remember, dude. Honestly. Anyway, we're back with another episode. We're gonna see if we can get through this with our wits and our woes and our I don't know, dude.
We did this 90 times, bro. I'm pretty sure.
90
I'm
times,
sure we got it.
And the only thing that sucks, I was gonna take a video of this, but since we've been doing the podcast in my living room, it's not easy to set all this up. Like, we got like wires going up everywhere and going crazy, and it's a little hard to do. But I mean, I have to like break it down after every episode, which sucks. But I mean, it's not hard. I just got to do it. You know,
you just got to do it.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So I got back to work this week.
Bro?
No. I got back to work from like mariachi.
Big, okay.
Because I mean, all the month of July has been really a blur. Because right now, as we are recording right now, this is July 25th. But like, shit, since July started, and it's only been like what 2 weeks, but like it went by quick with the whole vacation and Albuquerque and everything. So this was really my first week, like, to go back into everything. Like, even for you a little bit, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I think you kind of said that.
Yeah, I didn't work last week, so.
You were a civilian?
This week I was like, what?
And it's weird being a civilian, honestly. Like, for me, like I feel like I have priorities that I'm missing out on. Like, when I don't come play, and then my wallet's like, okay. Like, cause
yeah, I did feel that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. So coming back from Albuquerque and everything, like, after everything in the moment doesn't seem expensive until you get home and you do like your finances.
You're like, huh?
Like, because everything sounds cheap. Like, when you're planning it, you're like, bro, we're only gonna do 200 for this, 100 for this, and then you like buy some strings, and it's like, oh, it's just $50. It's just whatever, you know. And then when you put it all together, it's like, damn, like, I real fucked up.
Now, what bank do you have?
Huh?
What bank do you have?
Bank of America.
Oh, so it tells you like you spend like $40 over your budget?
No, bro.
Like
well, something like that. But Bank of America straight up tells you you're poor. Like,
yeah.
Like, I get an email. Like, I mean, do you check your bank account like every day?
Not every day, but
like if I know there's a certain amount, I kind of play with that in my head. I'm like, okay, I've spent 20 here, 30 here, and I'll just kind of go off of that, and then or whatever. But there have been times where like I'm good. And I check my email, and then my Bank of America is like basically saying like, bro, like, you better stop because we will charge you. Like,
deposítale,
yeah. Because mine will tell me when it's at low balance, which is less than $100, which is kind of crazy. Because back in the day, $100 was a lot of money. So like you could get by with $100, but like as an adult, that doesn't exist anymore.
Gas is like half of that.
90. Yeah, my truck is.
Oh, for you it's
$80 for a fill up. Yes, okay. I don't live like in California or anything. Maybe in California I would do like the whole maybe I'd get like a Tesla or something like that. But even then, I'm a little scared. What happens for all you Tesla drivers? Like, what happens if you just get stranded? Someone comes to charge your car.
You gotta tow it, no? Oh, I'm pretty sure you can buy like a
supercharger.
No, like one of those emergency something
kit,
emergency battery thing that could charge your car. Like you can use them like on a house too. Like if the lights went out.
Oh, like a generator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's so weird. I mean, it's because I'm saying like I've seen it happen.
Like people get stranded and like some guy took out like this big box which was a generator and he just plugged it up to the car. Who brings that?
Like a guy?
Not a guy, like someone that's been in the same situation, I guess. Oh. Because I don't know if Tesla has its own like hotline of like, hey, like, pick me up.
Help. No, I think they have. Wouldn't they have like a geek squad, kind of like Best Buy has, like where they come out? Yeah. It's like a guy named Garrett, and he's like, hey, heard you were in a bind.
Well, I heard the car itself will tell you like, hey, we me hacen falta llantas or some shit. Like.
He's like, pull over, bro. We about to die. Like, pull over, dude. I hate to say, like, I guess it goes. I'm like, okay, I can't fucking talk. I have like a bunch of thoughts, and then they all come out at once. Yeah, it always happens anyway. Go. Like my wife's car, it's a newer car, so like everything that happens in that car, it warns me. like I don't. What? Like, if I'm too close to a car, it starts to beep like crazy. It's
it has brake. It has a sensor for that?
Yeah, it has a sensor for this and for that, and I fucking hate that shit. Because it's annoying because it's like, just let me drive. You know what I mean? Like, I think I know what I'm doing, you know?
Car's like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Because, like, they honestly, they scare me. Like, the whole, like, automatic braking And like the whole thing where like a car will swerve back into a lane, like if you're swerving a little bit. There are times you're just kind of like a little distracted, but you know, like you make a small mistake, but like the fact that the car is smart enough to like whip me back into a lane would freak me out. I'd be like, and just crash into some other shit, honestly. So like all that shit scares me. Like I like that my truck was a little bit older because it doesn't have any of that shit. It's how you could say, está más pendejo, you know, like it's just like I don't know how to do that, so I'm not gonna do it, you know. So bet me and you are me and you are on the same page, you know.
It's like you get mad at it, you're like, all right, you drive then, like fuck, like why am I driving if you're the one telling me what to do?
Todo pendejo, I'm like drive like a Tesla.
I do think some people do need it though, because I've had a friend that has a, what is it, like a
RAV4?
I think so.
Okay.
And he was driving it, and it has that whole sensor thing.
That's just scary.
But like she was on her phone, right? So she just like looking down. And I'm like, there's a car, and then she's like, huh? And the car was like, there's a car, like the most front. It
shit! Automatic broke.
Okay. Yeah. So I remember being like, okay, that's not so bad, you know, like.
Nah, dude.
Some drivers are not as
cautious.
Yeah.
How would you rate yourself as a driver? You think?
I'm good.
Like 1 to 10.
I think I'm good. I think I'm like an 8, 9. You know.
Okay.
Cause I mean, when I'm by myself, I can be a little bit more
desmadroso.
Yeah, but like for example, when I picked you guys up for the airport, I felt very like.
You have to be safe.
Self-aware, yeah. Like, you know, don't drive too crazy because, like, it's not just you that can die now. You know,
no, it's
because when it's me, I don't like when I trip you guys up. I'm like, all right, just fucking, like quemando llanto. I'm like, because you know how the airport has like little loops. I'm like Tokyo drifting room, like I have the whole fucking, I have the soundtrack on for Tokyo Drift, like dun 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 dun, like.
No, we'll see. Yeah, I mean that's just how it is. Like I got used to driving my truck, so like when I drive something else, I'm like, this shit light as fuck, like you know. So whenever like I whip the steering wheel, like it responds all immediately. I'm like, oh wait, you know? I'm not used to this kind of freedom, you know.
That's me with Altimas. Altimas for some reason feel like extra sensitive.
It's really crazy how that stereotype with Altimas are true.
Yeah.
Like it's always an Altima, bro. Like driving full speed 90 on 35. Like, dude, you know how fast our freeways are? You can go up to 80 here. Yeah. You know, like, and they'll be legal. When I went to Colorado, when I went to Albuquerque, the highways were like 65. Dude, I was hauling ass in Albuquerque, like, and like everywhere I went, I was going like 75. You know, I was driving like pretty fast. And I was just passing cars like, damn, like everybody driving slow as fuck, you know? And I was just like wondering why. And I was like, yeah, it's 65 here. So I slowed it down real quick. I was like, I do not need a ticket from New Mexico.
That's what people say, that Texans drive like crazy. But I guess we're more fast. Like
we
in general
live faster. Like I've heard those
we
stereotypes.
Got places to be.
Yeah, like about Texas or just in general, like Houston. Houston people be wilding out too. Apparently, like driving 90 or whatever is like fine, which I'm like, damn, chingon.
Well, I've gotten mad at people before. We're like, whoa, we're driving so slow, and they look at like the plate and it's like Louisiana or like or like New Mexico.
They're all fucking shaking. I was shaking.
All these cars are just passing them.
Yeah,
they're like in the middle lane. He's just like,
yeah. No, man, I don't know, man, but that's Texas. Anyway, let's get into Mariachi, I guess. What do you want to hear, guys? Like, we worked.
Bro, they're not here.
Right? I'm saying, like, you know, when they're coming back, they're all like, when are they going to get to the meaty part? You know? Which is, it's not that, I mean, it can be interesting, like mariachi in general. It is interesting. But
I think points of view are interesting for me.
POVs?
Like, I think it's very interesting how, like, we can all see, like, one thing, but everybody has a different thought about it.
That's true.
You know?
When we have our little, like, our pre-talk before we start the podcast, I kind of tell you what I thought about stuff, and then you tell me what you think, and then we kind of, like, say a little, like an Oreo cookie, you know, just putting the two halves together.
And then one of us like, damn, I'm an idiot. Like,
yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that's just how it is in mariachi. Because, I mean, it's all perspective. We're all different people when we're playing out there. Like, we're all different, thinking different things.
Like, we all have one thing that we're looking for. Like,
money?
No, like, well, I mean, like, yeah. I guess what I'm referring to, like, let's say, like, like when you went to Albuquerque, you're watching like all the groups play like at the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everybody's looking for like are they playing together? Are they doing this? You know, and then you talk with someone, you're like, I thought we were pretty good. They're like, fucking suck, bro. Like
you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, my bad. Like,
that's true. You know. But it's because, I mean, I'm always going to go biased towards the Armonía section because, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, es mi fuerte, you know, so that's what I'm like looking at every little detail on that. So I'd be like, no, bro, like, chingon, way. And like, the rest of the group is just ass and I have no idea. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, that song, tight. Tight, yeah. You know? But then, yeah, I completely forget that there's a whole mariachi sometimes. Yeah.
You see, someone walking like their ass. I'm like, yeah. Right. Like, I don't know. Like,
no, but it's cool. Like, I guess touching base on those. Like, it's cool because like someone like Boyo, for example, who plays with us, who has never done like that's the way we kind of hyped up the whole conference for him. Right. Cause I was like, you're just he didn't play in high school, like mariachi. He just played mariachi. He's been playing mariachi his whole life because of his dad, you know, and he's played in our group and stuff like that. But he had never been to a conference or anything close to that. So like for him, it was like a completely different experience, you know. So it's like you're playing. I told him, I was like, it's cool like going to like the jam sessions and shit too because you're kind of playing de gusto, like you want to play because everybody else is playing, right. As opposed to like going to a gig where you're getting paid, you know, but like sometimes you don't go de gusto. You're just kind of like, well, I mean, it's on the schedule. We got to go out there, especially if it's outside or something. You're like, damn, like this finna suck, you know. But something like that, like a conference does give you like a different like POV. I don't know, whatever.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it'll be cool. Hopefully, if we go back next year. I already told my wife that if she wanted to go, well, she wanted to go to this year's, and she just wants to be toxic, bro. What? She's like earlier, like we were discussing. It's because her job, what she does is like at the beginning of the year, she kind of just says like these are the dates I would like to request for the year. Oh, okay. And like she can still like get time off depending on what she wants to do or whatever. But like it's better if you want like shit like for sure, like you ask for it like at the beginning of the year or whatever. So I told her, well, you know, like next year or whatever, like if you want to go, like you should like tell them, you know, that way you can already have it reserved. She's like, yeah, I just want to go because like, I mean, she's not in the mariachi world anymore as much as she used to. Obviously, she got a big girl job. You know, she doesn't have the same hours as me where I'm still allowed to, you know. So, I mean, she would like to play mariachi, but she just can't anymore. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that happens to a lot of people, you know. Right. They always have the want, but they never have they don't have the facilities for that, man. You know. So, she told me that. So I was like, yeah, just like see if maybe you can get it for next year. She's like, yeah, I want to be there. I was like, ¿Quieres andar en el pedo, verdad? Like, like to be with everybody. And she's like, yeah, it's because like when you guys go, like I can't relate as much because I wasn't there and stuff like that. And I just want to like be with you. And I was like, yeah. And I was all like, I mean, I could go by myself again. And she's like, no, like I want to be there. And I'm like, damn, this shit's toxic as fuck, bro. I was like, good thing I'm not married, bro. Like, nah, I think yes. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna laugh because I don't want to get in trouble.
Right. Like, she comes in later.
She listens to it, bro. I'm like,
yeah. No, but yeah, for sure. She was like, I told her because it is a cool experience, like something that like honestly anybody can like enjoy, because it's like. I think I've told non-mariachi people about like this conference, and they thought it was like a job conference, like a business conference. But I'm like, no, it's like for other teachers. I'm like, hell no. I mean, I guess you could go as a teacher. Go, yeah, but it's not like I think they think it's like a convention or something. It's like fucking Comic-Con or something.
It's like presentations every day.
Yeah, like PowerPoints. I do it in the front. We got to take notes. Like, no, it's not really like that. You know. I'm like, is this gonna be on the test? Like in the middle of class, like in the advanced class, like. Nah, we'll see. Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. It just gives you a different vantage point on this kind of stuff. Because yeah, I mean, like for example, like this week was my first week, like getting back into in the thick of things and stuff. Oh, and it even started with us losing work. I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
we were supposed to go to Oklahoma
this Saturday. Yeah, this past Saturday. Sorry, we were supposed to go to. Was it OKC? We were supposed to go to Oklahoma City for a misa and the gig itself. And then Arturo posted on the comunidad or whatever, right? Yeah. He was like, hey, he even put like a picture of us, like it's us crying. It's he was like, hey, like he put it in Spanish, but he basically said like, you know, we had this job and they canceled on us, so like if anybody what needs a mariachi for this week. Like we're available. Like and it just said like please at the end.
Yeah, and I think it came out better than going to OKC.
It really did. I mean, we ended up getting 5.5 hours out of not having. I mean, I read that message of like we don't have shit, and I was just like, damn, like I said, the financial woes continue, you know, like because it was like it was my first week back, so I was like chingon, like I finally get some, you know, some little cash coming in. Ni mergas, you know. The people in Oklahoma were like, yeah, remember that shit? Cancel it. You know?
Well, apparently he called them. They were like, "Oh, I couldn't find your number, bro. Like, we're not doing the wedding anymore."
Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah,
they're like, "Good luck." I'm like, "Wait."
I'm like, how'd you? I mean, I guess you could. Why did they call off the wedding? But I guess you don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Imagine like it's the bride or whatever. She's just like, yeah, we called off the wedding. Like, ¿por qué o qué? And she just goes into. I just think it's funny how like.
It's like, te valga verga, güey.
Te vale verga.
Eso no se pregunta, güey.
Yeah. She's like, how dare you?
He's like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Like, so his name is Robert, right? No.
Damn. No, pues sí, pues they canceled the wedding. Pues
they were already married, I heard.
Right, yeah.
They were like civilly married.
Yeah. So they just ended up canceling the reception. But they canceled us, is what they canceled. Like they canceled our whole performance and our whole day. I mean, a Saturday. To go to Oklahoma is what, 3.5 hours?
Was it 3? I thought it was 2.
I mean, if you're counting like the hour drive that it takes to get to Denton from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm counting. Plus the however long it is.
Okay.
So, you know, it's an all-day thing. Chehira Internacional and shit. But, we have to go all the way out there, play, and then come back. Because we're going to end up coming back here like at 1, 2 in the morning or some shit. Like we always do, right? And so since it went down to 0 and he put up that post, I think I had asked our boss too. I was like, so are we playing like leftover gigs or like gigs that are like passed down from other people? And that's what he said. He said the first one was because at the beginning of the week when we only had 2 hours.
I know one came from La Comunidad. Like
one came, someone called,
and they're like, oh.
And then another one was a passed down gig.
Yeah,
I think from Corona.
Maybe.
Right with the yeah. So they passes the gig, and then
the other one chose someone like
someone called when we finished the last gig.
No, but there's a third one. It's the one where
you got it, bro. You got it.
Era un salón, right? The third one, because it's the one that was la quinceañera con el diácono, and then the one that's outside the 2 hours, and then one. Oh, it's the zumba class.
The Zumba place. Yeah. Okay.
That one. I think that one they called them, no?
Oh, I guess.
I don't know, but one of them were like, they were just like, hey, you guys free? For esta hora?
Yeah.
And then the very last one was, like someone was like, yo,
we were headed to the last, or we were headed to the cars when someone called and said, hey, you guys down? At this point, it's like past midnight, and Arturo just looked back and he's like, Chamba? And he's like, ¿Quieren ir?
Dude, I didn't hear any of that. Like
you had the back seat to yourself?
Because I took the back seat. I pulled that on mic. The mic's in Mexico. Nope. Still, like we were working our ass off, and then the mic's like
just getting lit
with the fucking cuerno de chivo in one hand and like a beer in the other. He's he's like, fierro pariente, because he lives in a rancho, so I know they like to do that, like just shoot into like the fucking trees.
The mic is probably like living life right now.
Yeah.
That man works so hard that like I would imagine that he lets all his like tensions go in Mexico. Do you know? Like he's just like, I imagine him kind of like Stanley from The Office. Oh, we've already made that analogy here. But yeah, like you know how like when he retires at the end of the show, he just lives in Florida and all he does is like sit outside and whittles.
Yeah.
Like that's still Mike, except he's like eating mangoes or something. You know, like eating mangoes. It's just like, you know, just he probably like even shaves his mustache. He's a whole nother person over there. You know,
like making birria. He's like, I'll make it. He comes to Chihuahua. He's like, like, all right, like, ¿qué más quiere? No.
All his skills from eating, from working at Itzy's.
Yeah.
He's just over here like chopping shit up, like he's fucking straight up Gordon Ramsay over there.
Yeah. Like he have you seen that video of Gordon Ramsay where like I didn't think it was like impressive, but apparently it's like a big thing. Like he puts like a venda on his ojos, on his eyes.
Oh what?
like a venda.
Oh, like to cover his eyes.
Yeah,
so he can't
and
see.
then he like cuts up the whole chicken. Like like he puts the breast. Like he cuts it perfectly
without
looking. He just feels it. And he's like, all right, like la pata is like. Right? He's just there con un chivo. He's like.
Con un becerro, güey. He's like, you know, damn.
You see him like carried away.
Yeah, dude. That's honestly the Mike. So when he comes back and he goes back into like his normal routine, he's probably just like, till next year, you know?
Yeah. I can wait to see him. Like, I'm like, no, Mike, like, ¿cómo está la cruda? It's like, no me hables, güey.
The Mike.
I can imagine him running around like, cause you know when you think something's funny, he has like that deep laugh.
That deep laugh. Yeah.
But if you catch him. Like if you tell him something funny like out of nowhere, he has like a really high life. He's like he lives like a kid.
Yeah, he's like
yeah. I can imagine running around, just like let it loose, bro.
Yeah, dude. Damn, man. I would like to see it. Honestly, like just kind of how he lives. Him, like, yeah. No, yeah. Pues que what was they saying? Que falta me hace Don Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean it makes a difference. Like obviously, because I mean like sonically, like sound wise.
Sonically?
Yeah, like, you know, like sonics.
Yeah.
Phonically. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Point is, like, si te hace falta just but from a musical standpoint because we don't have that second trumpet. Like, now it's just Arturo by himself. But Arturo already does so much as far as singing, and then he has to keep up the animal and stuff like that. So he does all that. The Mike is like the rock. He's like the base of this tree, you know, he's the trunk. You know, that's where all the branches come off of.
He does the logistics. He's like, empieza a fire. I'm like, okay.
Like, he really goes there to do his job. So he, like, stands there, plays every part. You know, anytime Arturo's up there, pues he plays his part, and Arturo doesn't have to worry about it. Like, we feel it, like, when the music comes back around and Arturo's singing or something, then Arturo has to, like, finish his phrase, and then he starts, like, playing the trumpet part or whatever. But, like, you know, you feel the presence, like, not there anymore. So you're like, damn, like, no me dolió. Pero sí me dolió. You know, like, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, but for sure, like, I miss Don Mike. When is he supposed to come back?
Next week. He's coming next. I thought he was coming this week.
Not sooner, no.
But I guess not. No, but yeah, I took his seat. Cause I'm like,
oh yeah, that's what we got on there. Yeah,
I'm like, so the whole time, dude, I was just laying down. Like, I was sleepy the whole day.
I could just see your legs.
Yeah,
like, cause you're bigger than the seat, right? Like, you're longer.
Yeah.
So like your legs kind of rest on like the window and like the side of the van. Yeah,
I was having a good time.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I'm like getting up to like get paid and leave, right? Yeah. But I saw it on the WhatsApp, on the group chat. I was like, I saw an address. I'm like, ¿es para mañana? Like, no, es para ahorita. I'm like, no, de veras. And you guys could be like, hello, ahorita. I'm like, why are we at the meeting spot? It's like, we're getting the cars. I'm like, why? You know? So like, all
groggy. Like,
I'm like following you guys because you guys know what to do. Y'all went into the QT first to get food, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm asking everyone like, hey, ¿es en serio? Like, we have a gig? And I went to a restaurant with Arturo. I'm like, hey, wait, like, say jale? He's like, sí, güey, like, like, just get your car and like, I gotta go comer, güey. And I'm like, I feel like y'all were fucking with me. Like y'all thought I was asleep. So like, yeah, it's so Victor, we have like a gig where it's just like a random address. I'm like, but I was like, Al Chile, bro? Like,
yeah, like, is this for real?
I kept questioning so many times. Like, I'm like, yeah, fucking with me, me voy a salir del grupo, güey.
Like, you just go home and like, well, está Victor. Where is Victor?
I'm home, bro.
Ahí me la cuenta.
Estoy en chones, güey. Like point of no return. Like,
yeah, you just watching the group chat, like reading, like, where's Victor? Hey, are you close? Like, just calzones with the Whataburger. Like, no.
But yeah, we had an extra gig.
Yeah, and it was funny because now that you mentioned that, you were just like, you were big chilling that whole day because you were in the back seat. Like, you had that luxury of like laying down, just fucking like waking up and being at the next gig.
Yeah,
like, going to sleep and then like waking up at the next gig. And I told you, I think it was for the second gig, or I don't know which one. You showed up with like a big ass cowlick. I was like, no mames, güey. Because your eyes were like red and then your hair was like todo trasquilado and shit. Más que el mío, you know? So I was like, no mames, Victor. And you're all like, is it bad? I'm like, yeah. It was like one half of it was like, because you kind of do like a part, right?
Yeah.
So one of the half of the part was like, you know, straight y todo chingón, and the other one was like puffed up. So it looked like, you know, there was a hill of hair, you know, and it was funny. Because this is what you were. It's from what you were like laying on, right? Yeah. So I could tell. Shit was funny though, because you were like all groggy and shit. You're like, no me hables.
It was a good day. And now I know the mic's always like listo, like
listo, vámonos.
He's always like asleep, and he's like, all right, let's go. He's used to it. He's like,
yeah,
go to sleep, wake up.
Ever since, well, the group has been sitting around 7 people.
I think ever since
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Oh, it's because Paco quit, so
and he was his back.
There was no one in the back seat.
Buddy.
But then Saul came in and he took his seat.
Yeah.
So like the mic just went to the back, and he's just like, damn it. But then he's like, you know what? It ain't so bad, because after a while, if you look back, the mic's always like laying down or big chilling. So like he loves that shit.
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
The mic used to sit in the middle row
for the longest time.
That was his seat.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, like, and it was almost like
it was a senior seat.
It was like a mutual agreement, non-verbal between everybody that like that's the mic seat.
Well, it was a senior seat because when it was Adrian and the mic that would sit there.
So it was like for the old timers,
I guess.
Oh, okay.
That's just because that's the convenient seating, you know.
Yeah.
You hear everything, and then
you're right in the middle of everything. Yeah, I guess you could say.
So that was kind of their seat. Because I remember they would talk a lot. They'd be like, "No, I can studiar esta."
Yeah, I remember they did that a lot. Yeah, back when I first joined. Yeah.
Yeah, but then Adrian left, and then we chose on Mike, and then I took that seat, because I would sit in the middle.
Yeah. And
then this whole thing happened. Now he's in the back, and now like he loves it, bro.
At first he probably was like, damn, I can't believe these young bucks took my seat, bro. Like, because I mean, I feel some type of way sometimes too when I get mine taken away. Because like I've been sitting in that seat for a very long time. Mine is like the front row, but on the right, on the passenger side, and like. Anytime I sit anywhere else, I know my ass hasn't molded the seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where I sit, like especially in the old van, like I already had like the ridges, bro. Like I had the circumference going and everything. Like I had the angles right. And then when Arturo got this new van, the Ford, it took a while to break it in, bro. Like, but obviously, you know, I can do it, you know, with my mass. You know? So now that I've broken it in, like anytime we bring like somebody. Like to come help us or anything like that. Obviously, they don't know the van dynamic, you know, so they just get into whatever seat. So it's happened multiple times where I get in, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Not like that, right? But I'm just like, oh, damn, like, they took my seat. Like, I got to go to the back, like, todo pobre, like, you know, go sit in the back. I'm like, this chair feel funny, bro. Like, this shit lumpy as hell. Like, who been sitting here? Like, nobody? Like, someone with no ass, you know?
No, mine's in the middle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I have long legs. So when I go to sleep, I have to I can at least stretch this one. This one? Like my right one. Mm-hmm. Pues my left one se chingó, you know? But like something is something. Well, yeah, the mic's in the back. He's been in the back for like a year now.
Yeah.
And he never came back. Like even if there were a spot in the middle, so he's like, nah, bro. Like
and he just lays down in the back. Yeah.
Like he'll be in the back. Like I noticed like he'll listen to like documentaries. He would listen to like history, but like from Mexico, so it'd be like Pedro Infante en este año, something.
Dude, and you can always tell when it's the mic is like studying.
Yeah, or he'll pull out songs.
Sometimes I never know if people like because I see a lot of my parents in the mic because he's from the old generation. He's an older generation. You know. At some point, this dude had no phone. Then he was forced. I mean, because think about it. All like my parents wouldn't have a phone if they were in Mexico, most likely, you know. But like the way how fast the United States and just in general like to live here, you have to live fast. So they went from no phone to like a low Nokia phone, and they were pushed to get a flip phone, and from there they got pushed to get like an Android or whatever. And now they all have like iPhones or touchscreen phones. So, like, I see a lot of the mic in that because the mic does not know how to turn down his brightness, I think, or his volume. You could always, like, we'll just be having a whole conversation and you just hear, like, Mi Gusto Es, like, from a banda in, like, the middle of Mexico. Not even, like, Banda Recodo. No, nada. It's just, like, this. He'll watch those videos of, like, a random party and there's like a banda playing and he was like just show us like and then like he'll show you and it's bright as fuck in the dark ass van and then like at full black. I'm like, don't mic, like I'll show you how to put the brightness.
No, I think that's. I mean, cause I don't think, like, he wants to look like a TV, so he wants all the brightness, bro, and all the sound, you know.
Because I can just tell he's just like.
Yeah. No. When you look back, he's like laying down, and he's just like.
Yeah.
He's like doing this.
He's like literally chilling like I would like at a sleepover.
Yeah.
Like, en la noche. Just.
And like I said, like it'll be like if it's a song that he doesn't remember, because usually he knows it. It's just like he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
He will be like, he's like, oh yeah, that one song is like, it's just like da 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 da.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, he's looking like at the music video or something, but the whole time he's looking at it. Like I don't know if it's like it's just like the thumbnail.
It's
of,
the
like,
lyric
the
video.
Yeah.
So like he's just looking at the pauses. You know how they're like dots?
Yeah.
He's just like, here it comes. Mi gusto es, you know?
He's like, hell yeah.
Is that my favorite part?
Yeah. Or it would be like something about like El Gobierno de Mexico, like.
Yeah, like I said, like a full blast.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, I'm getting a TED talk in Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just over here talking about whatever, and I'm like,
we're like learning, bro. Like,
I'm like, ¿qué hizo el presidente de México? Like, what? You know, like I'm just
like pinche Vicente Fox way.
yeah. No, yeah, Don Mike's a trip, man. That's why. So like, we missed that presence, you know.
Yeah. I just miss like he always told me like a joke about something.
Yeah.
Or like he'll see something, he's like, you know, se parece quién sabe qué.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, the minute, like.
I feel bad because like I said, like he'll tell jokes that I can't understand.
Yeah.
Either because of, you know, I mean, he does talk like my. It's funny because I'm saying this. Like my wife sometimes tells me like she can't understand my dad. You've talked to my dad, right?
Yeah.
The way he talks. We brought this up that like sometimes I feel like I don't know some things in Spanish, or I know them just based off of my town, because my dad talks with a lot of made up words.
Yeah.
And I only realized that till later. Like, because I'll say them and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, is that not right? Like, you know, but it's because my dad speaks like almost in a made up language. So like when my wife started talking to him and stuff like that, like she'd be like, sometimes I feel bad because I can't understand him. I'm like, I mean, I understand him, but I realize I've been with him my whole life, you know? Like, so I don't, I'm like, I have to like translate my dad's language. You know? It's Spanish, but todo like, you know.
It's just like the slang of his town.
Yeah. So I'll be like, that's what this means. He's asking if you want some food.
Yeah.
Like, you know, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's like how I am with Don Mike. Sometimes he'll like speak like really low or he'll sing something and I'm like, damn, like, I know Spanish, but like, I don't know that.
But Mike knows
yeah,
too, because he'll come up to me, he's like, hey, check this out, and then he'll ask you something, and you're like, ¿qué es eso?
¿Qué?
Yeah, like he'll
I
be
feel
like,
bad, dude.
he'll be like, no, no, saber. And then like,
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Damn, so he
like,
knows.
I told you he knows, because he'll tell me the joke.
I'm like,
He'll tell me the joke, and I'll laugh, and then he's
Yeah.
like, watch this. It's like, it's Sammy, like, you never heard him?
know that?
Because he's
No,
right
I
next
didn't
to
know
me.
that.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
he'll do that.
Yeah.
He's like, he knows you're not gonna get it.
I'm
So.
just because sometimes I used to laugh out of not pity, but like laugh because like he really finds it hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, you know, just kind of laugh. Now I know he knows. Now I know that he knows that I know
Yeah.
that
You're
I'm
gonna
just
struggle.
like laughing,
Yeah.
like just to make him feel better. He's probably thinking like this idiot. Like
You never noticed that?
No.
Fuck.
Damn.
Ya le
I'm gonna have to whoop his ass when he comes back. I'm like, the Mike, what's up, bro? Like,
Damn.
come with it. Now put him up. You know?
He's like, bitch, I'm from Mexico.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
Ya le eché de cabeza.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes back next week. He's like, I heard the pod, bitch.
Oops. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. He's like, delete that shit. I'm sorry. No, yeah, but yeah, it was cool. Like you got to experience the whole backseat living, you know. This was on Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, yeah. We had one gig instead of the planta. We didn't gig at. Well, we did Thursday, but Thursday was normal. But Friday, we didn't do burros. I sent another group over there. We played at this 15. And at the 15, I told you the dad looked like Beto O'Rourke or like some politician, bro. Like he just looked like that. And then the mom was Mexican, Mexicana, right? Did she speak English?
I don't know.
Well, she spoke Spanish.
She spoke Spanish to us. I don't know if.
Yeah.
I mean, she had to know. I mean, she's with a white dude.
Yeah.
It's not like.
But why their daughter was browner than both of them?
Yeah.
Like I could see the dude's face in her face.
The forehead.
The forehead. But like she was brown. Like she was like straight up brown. And it was it Arturo that said? He was all like,
no, don't say it, bro. No, pues ya que, ya.
No, I was just saying because I didn't put it together until after. It was like el patrón que se enamoró con with the maid basically.
Sí, Marimar, güey.
Because it was like him. It was like the white dude with the Mexican.
It was just one table that were like her family, like the mom's family.
Because when we were walking in, I got there a little bit late. No, I got there on time. I'm just used to saying that, I guess. I'm like, I got there late. No, I got there and Arturo was walking in at the same time. So I walked in with him. He's like, dude, we're about to play at prom. I'm like, prom? And I even had like a moment of like, they're having prom now? Like, topeneo. And then he's like, nah, dude, like, it's puros güeros. Like, and I'm like, oh, shit, for real? So I opened the doors. And yeah, like, it looked like a, I don't know. There's just a lot of white people there. So I was like, oh, shit, okay, like, chingon, okay. Like, it's me easy gig, easy money, you know? So when we, like, walked up and everything, I saw that the mom was Mexican. I was like, oh, well, that's why we're here, you know?
Yeah.
So then we played. But the quinceañera looked a little, like, phased by it.
She looked disgusted, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she was
really
like...
yeah, it looked just like that.
Like, do we need this? Like,
yeah, because I mean, when it was an hour gig, right? So the set list was pretty basic. Like, not a lot of people were gonna request here, so we just kind of played our.
We were practicing. Arturo was like by himself, so he's like las alazanas, you know,
at freaking 200 RPM, BPM, yeah. VPN. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he played by himself, obviously, because the mic's not here. But we played for the quinceañera, and it almost seemed like she like. You know, it was a surprise, I would think. Or not even a surprise.
No, because we went
setting
in there.
up, yeah. Well, she looked like it was a surprise to her, like, y'all got a mariachi? Like, gross.
I could hear her mom, like, esa es tu cultura. And she's like, I'm from Louisville, mom. Like,
she's like, Guadalupe. You know, like, someone like that. She's like, please, Guadalupe. Like,
she's like, Xochitl, please. Like
right? With the X and everything.
Like, Esperanza. Like, come on. Like,
she's like, my middle name is Marie. You know, Esperanza. Marie. Yeah.
Mary.
Like, yeah, her name is Maria. It's like, it's Marie. No, but yeah, dude, like, she just looked disgusted the whole time. Like, I couldn't look at her because, I mean, I'm saying this as like, maybe she did like it, but she couldn't, like, hide her face.
It was
like,
a weird expression, maybe.
Yeah, it was just like the kind of face I couldn't see because I took it personal. I'm like, what's wrong?
I was laughing,
I'm like, you
bro.
play this.
Like, we started doing the whole... Because when it's a quinceañera, we play Las Mañanitas for her and stuff like that.
Into the,
so we're playing for her. Like, we all kind of, like, face her. And that's when I was like...
Yeah.
I
looked at you. You were like, bro, why she look like that? I'm like,
it looked like someone, like, grabbed her face and put, like, fucking, like, chamoy in her tongue. And she's like...
She just had, like, a bad taste in her mouth. Yeah, that's exactly what she looked like. Yeah. And like, it was a little awkward too because she did that the whole time. Like we played and it wasn't even just with us. Like her parents were good sports because they were trying to like get her up to dance. Like for obviously we played like Estudia, we played like Felicidades, like little cumbias for her to get like excited. And then her parents brought her up and everything. And even when she was dancing with her dad, she's like. Also, almost like she is like, I don't like all this attention. I'm like, this is your party. Like this is where you're gonna get all the attention. You know? But she's like, and I was like, damn, like, what did we do, you know, to deserve this?
She's like, I don't know, Dad. Like I don't know any of this cultural violence.
Is I don't understand. Like, what's the point of this? Like, that's basically what her face is saying. You know. How do we combat that? You know, like, we're just like, I don't know, bro. Like, your dad's paying us, so, like...
Her mom paid us?
Her mom paid us, yeah. But it was just funny because, like, the whole time I was just thinking Beto O'Rourke. And then, was the mom, she was into it. Like I said, everybody else was being a good sport. Like,
it was her table that was asking for most of the songs.
That one table that had Mexicans, yeah. We're like, hey, Raza. And they're like, we don't associate with you. Sorry.
You are employees right now. Please
be professional. Like, I'm like, I'm sorry.
We're like,
yeah. No, but yeah, it was. I felt a little bad because they had a whole snack table, and we could.
Yeah, but no one was grabbing it.
Well, it was closed.
Oh.
I would have grabbed some because they had cookies.
I saw them.
They had a bunch of treats.
I saw the list looking at him like, no, like, I can't. Not here, bro. Like, no. He's like, okay, me voy. Like,
I wanted to grab something, dude, because they had treats. Honestly, it's because it's like a thing now. Like they'll either have like a treat table or they have like the fruit table, and it's always closed. And I always feel bad because I'm like, I'm gonna eat it. Like I want some.
Like I feel like white parties are more about like the schedule.
They have a schedule for sure.
So they're like, it probably start like at 9. Like since you all guys already ate, you could have the treats.
Like
but it's like Hispanic when they're like, oh, si quieren ahí están las frutas. Like kids already like put their hands on everything.
There's already a kid with like his hand already all in the chocolate fountain. Like we've seen that before.
Yeah, there's a brownie on the floor. Like they never got to its destination.
I guess they're just trying to maintain order there. I don't know. Because I feel like as soon as they said open, like I'd be like, move it. You know, I'd be trying to get in there.
Like you would skip the whole like the meal. Like you wouldn't get the full meal. You go straight to like the cookies.
I'm like, I'm getting one of those brownies, bro. if it's the last thing I do in here, you know? No, yeah, for sure.
You're like, you don't got no aguacate in here? What?
You don't know aguacate?
You seen the video?
Yeah,
like, guy.
No, I fucking love that shit. He's all like, is it juicy?
He takes a bite out of it. Like,
yeah.
People are stopping. He's like,
yeah, dude. That's the same guy from the saying.
Hey yo, what
the fuck? Yeah, that guy's funny. Yeah, I've seen that guy's video for a while. I like how he's like, nah, I need the other girl, the girl with the hairy arms.
Yeah.
I was like, she Mexican,
like,
bro.
He's just like naming people. He's like, hey, you Ezekiel, like, who's the Bocata's like.
Yeah. He's like, nah, it's the customers. He's like,
no,
no, yo soy a customer. Yo estoy aquí ahorita.
Fucking jumps in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a good video.
But yeah,
that was Friday. Like I said, Saturday was it was really cool that we got work going from like a place of no work at all to suddenly playing 5.5, which was pretty cool. First one was
yeah, it was like quinceañera.
We played at a quinceañera that apparently they wanted us at 6, but we were told 5:30, so that's when we showed up. We were on time and everything, you know. And then they had a whole fucked up venue because they had a door that clearly looks like the front door in the front, and we rolled up with all our equipment and shit, and then there was a sign that said go through the back door.
I feel like the sign should have been bigger because you had to get like
you had to be in front of the door to see that shit. Yeah,
and like you can't put that from like I don't know.
So we don't have to walk all the way into the strip mall
we had to go all the way around.
In the hot sun, you know, like what kind of entrance is in the back of the building? Like the back of the building was sketch, you know, like why not just use the front door, you know, like this seems like a logistical issue, you know, like.
And then because apparently they wanted it at 6 because it's when they had a ceremony going on. They had like a deacon.
Yeah, it was a 15, so they had a deacon. They had hired a deacon to come out here to do a blessing and the little mini misa, you know. And we ended up playing songs for the mini misa, you know, just to kind of like fill in the time, I guess, you know.
So then Luis was like, hey, deacon, you know, like deacon.
Yeah.
So they started talking, right?
Yeah.
And I told Arturo, like, so we're not playing anything? He's like, nah, I think we're just going to like wait for him to finish. All right, cool. And then Luis came back. He's like, hey, que quiere entrada, salmo, aleluya, y Ave Maria. I'm like, ¿qué? So we're going to work? Like,
yeah, we thought we were just going to wait. But then, like I said, Don Luis, if you don't know, he's a deacon like at a church. So, like, I feel like they got like a deacon WhatsApp.
He said they're from like the same
area, he said?
Ministry.
I don't know.
But point is, they knew each other. Like
I said, they probably got like a WhatsApp or a group meeting. And they're just like, hey, gonna see you at the next gig. You know, like, he's like, where you at? Hey, me too. Hey, man. For real. He's like, bless up.
It's like, saca las chelas. Que diga.
Yeah, but he showed up and he talked to the guy, it was the other deacon. And then, so we played a little bit we kind of pulled that salmo out because Arturo was like, I don't have a salmo prepared. Like, what the hell?
Like, no, pues lo que quiera, señor. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so we kind of improvised one that we've done before. We played an hour there, an hour and a half technically with everything. It was pretty quick. After that, we went to a person's backyard for 2 hours.
Yeah. I had fun in that one.
I just didn't like that we were on elevated ground a little bit. Yeah. My toes started to hurt. Like this one, surprisingly, like for no reason, like it started to hurt really bad. Like I couldn't bend it like down like that. It was really weird. I don't know, but I got through.
You're broken, bro.
No, it was really weird. You said you liked that gig because they had good rep.
Yeah.
I mean, they were kind of like challenging us a little bit. It wasn't a hard gig, but it was just like they were asking for more than usual, which is good for us because it keeps us not bored.
I was having fun. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. ¿Cuál quieres? ¿Cuál, güey? ¿Qué tono? Tú dime, güey. ¿Tú la cantas?
Yeah. I wanted some of that cake, dude, because they gave us like 2 slices at the end, like towards the end, but not at the end because it was 2 hours. But they gave us like 2 slices, but I don't think we ate them. I think they just left them there. But we even said too, like it was hot, dude. So like anything you leave out for a while is gonna get like broiled. You know, it's gonna get like warm. Okay. And warm cake isn't the move, bro. Like that's not what I'm trying to eat right now.
Okay.
They gave us waters, which is good. They gave us beers, not for more for Arturo, if anything. He's just drinking because he's like, no mind. Because that was the gig that I really missed him at. I was like, damn, like I would be like, there's usually a trumpet part.
Right, would have been like,
yeah. Like, no, yeah, but the Mike, his presence was not there. But we played the 2 hours. Anything interesting happened there? Not really, no. I can't think of anything.
No, it was just like a fun gig.
Yeah, like it was.
I was having fun.
It was alright. And we got out of there.
We went to
what we thought was the last one of the night.
Right, went to a sauna. I mean, Zumba.
A Zumba place, yeah. I'd never been there. Have you?
That shit was no.
I'd never been to that area or at least that venue.
I woke up again, right, because I was in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Where the fuck are we?" Like, I saw like a convenience store, and I'm like.
And then it was next to a car wash.
Yeah, and I was like, "This is sketchy as fuck."
And then right next to, I don't know if you saw, like Don Luis was telling me, he's like, "Aquí se pelean." Que son diferentes religiones.
Oh, because
there was one said like iglesia de I don't know cuál santo, and then it was like right next to it was like la iglesia de este otro santo.
Yeah, and in the middle of it was the salon, right?
It was like it was a thrift store. The thrift store was in the middle of both of them. So I was like, it was like a church thing, and then thrift store, and then like another church thing. I can just imagine they all get out.
Se pelean con agua bendita, güey. Like,
yeah, they're like, bless you, bro. Nah, bless you, bro. Nah. Yeah, but we played at this like hidden Zumba little studio. It was small.
Yeah.
Because we walked in, like I told you, I hate going into a place where there's like people sitting down and we're standing in an awkward position. Because like there's a dude right here, dude, and I know he's already thinking like, damn, this dude caked up right now. Like, I'm sorry, bro. But like I could just feel like the dude's head right here. You know, like I don't like being in that position.
He's like. I'm like,
like it's a little funky, but I like it. But yeah, dude, like it was a little venue. It was for his girl. Oh, birthday, right?
Yeah, she was 30.
A guy got mariachis for his girl. We played in an hour, right?
Yeah. They gave us cake, the tres leches one.
They did give us the cake at the end. Yeah. And that's when I said it was all right. Because I was like, it's all right. It's all right, I guess.
It was good. I liked it. You even stole a fresa.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, I stole the yeah, because it was a slice, and you know those cakes, right? The tres leches, but they have like
they have fruit.
They have the peach, and then the pineapple, and then they'll have like a strawberry, and then they'll just repeat that pattern. Hey, patterns. We learned that in elementary school. I grabbed one of them with my fingers and I put it on mine because I was like, I want a strawberry, bro. I'm gonna get that strawberry. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. I was gonna say something and then you rudely interrupted. Give it a Oh, I was hungry. We were all hungry because when we showed up for the car meet or like to drop off our cars, we were at a QT at a gas station, and Arturo was like, I think I got there like right on time. So I was like, well, he had said to be there by 4:45, and he said so we can get out of there, and I was just like, no, it's okay, like. I just won't get something because I was like, we don't have time. We probably don't have time. And he's like, no, why not agarrar algo? Because all the gigs are like back to back to back, so we're not gonna stop anywhere. And I was like, damn. I was like, it's finna be rough, you know. So like, I did get some food then, but I mean, gas station food like is filling at the time, but then like, or if you don't eat enough, like you're gonna be hungry. Like so, I mean, at what time did we finish? It was like at 11 something. Yeah, we finished like at 11:15, 11:30. So we were like. I was hungry, so that tres leches hit because I was like, I hadn't eaten anything in the last couple hours. Until we finished, and we were heading back to the cars, and that's when Arturo said to go to the last one. So we went to the last one. A like spontaneous gig, I guess you could say. we played for this guy before.
We played for him a lot of times.
He's a bit of a singer. He uses
his whole family is.
Yeah. Oh, and you fucked over that dude. Some guy.
Well, I don't know.
What song was it?
Era Palabra de Hombre.
Palabra de Hombre?
Palabra de
Yeah,
Hombre.
okay. So we played that. And then
it sounded like Fado Me, TBH.
Yeah, so we were like trying to figure out the keys. I mean, the guys, if you notice, like, they don't. No están al tono. They're just kind of like yelling. They're kind of like pulling a Chalino Sanchez. Like, they're yelling out their notes, but like it kind of fits.
They're
but
like a little bit flat.
Yeah.
They're like right under there.
Yes.
Like, they have an ear because they do follow cues.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, I mean,
it's
they're
just
not
like,
professionals. You know? They're not trained for it.
For me, it's just not like a proper way of singing. It's more like they know the words and they know like the tono, but they're just kind of yelling everything out. There's no musical, like, I don't know. It's just not like it's in key, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds real like bien bravo or like bien what's the word? Bruto.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
like it's not
good.
shaped. It's just like whatever it is. It's just like brute force just coming at it.
So anyway, the guy's saying like that. So then you had said fa. So we started.
Arturo kept asking me keys, and I'm like, I mean, I'll help any way I can. You know.
Yeah.
To me, it sounded like fa at the time because he also another girl came up. She's like, todo relajo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then she was like, oh, pues entonces Selena. I'm like, I don't listen to Selena, bro. Like, la sacamos con Linda Ronza that one time
because we played it in Me.
Yeah, that's in Me, but she was just like, sure, and I'm like, okay. Pues si queda, you know, like.
I mean, she knew more about like staying in tune or whatever. Like you could hear that she knew when she was on, you know, so she was good. But it was more that guy because you said fa, so the guy came in. He was like, did you hear that? Like, when he started singing, like he started real low and he had to like come up to where we were. And so he was just like, so he was singing. I think we played the first half like that, right?
Yeah.
And
we're like, nah. I was like, you got it, bro. Like, and then
fa, do,
and
fa.
We're like, okay, so it's not fa. So. Arturo was like, okay, entonces un do, and I'm like, okay, you know, like, okay.
Yeah, so we just like switched it to do in the middle.
Just like, that's my bad.
And then he was like, he like brought it down to where yeah.
He got it though, you know.
Yeah, he got it. I mean, he's saying the rest, you know. So
I'm like, no pasa nada, like, ¿estás agüitado?
Yeah. Because I mean, it's good like whenever they're singing. Because I mean, at this point, it was like past 1 a.m, you know, or
yeah, it was late.
Yeah, era tarde. Oh, and then remember when we started, we were only like 10-15 minutes in and we saw the police sirens.
Another ambulance. I don't know ambulance.
Well, I thought they were cops.
Yeah,
like,
that's
that was
what
the first thing I thought.
I was like, ya valió verga.
Yeah, you looked at me like, ya valió, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Because you could see the lights reflecting off all the houses. We're like, damn, like, we still get paid though, right? Like, you know. But I looked around and you could just see, I'm like, oh, someone just got murdered like up the street. And I paid the way. Like, keep going, you know. But that was good, you know. I mean, like I said, like Arturo, like, when he got that call, like for us to go, he's like, y'all down? I was more down too because it was so close. It was like in Irving, so we were only like 5-10 minutes away. I was like, shit, fuck it, might as well, you know. So we played that hour, and then the guy was cool, like, cause it looks like he already knew us and stuff. He even left
we played for him several times.
Yeah, he left a bottle for us, like to drink and stuff like that. O sea, para ustedes. More Arturo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he left the bottle there for us, and I was like, una agua, por favor. He's like, and then where was it where we went? No, it was the gig before. I'm sorry. Someone was like, ¿qué quieren tomar?
Hi.
And then I was like, no, pues unas aguas. And then like Chuy, who came to help us out, he was all like, pues una cerveza, no? And since that guy said cerveza, the guy brought like 4 beers, and I'm like, ¿y la agua qué? You know, like you said you would get us water, you know.
I think that's in that same gig, Arturo was like, sí, una cerveza, and then like, una pa mi amigo, like pa mí. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo no quiero. No, yo estoy bien, gracias. He's like, no, sí quiero. Like, no quiero. Like, yo estoy bien. Because whenever Arturo does that thing, like, where like, if they invite you like a drink, like, he tells me to say yes, so he can take my drink. But I was being a bitch. I was like, no, yo no quiero, yo estoy bien, gracias. He's like, seguro. I'm like, nah, sí. Es más, no me traiga nada. Like, eso estoy bien.
Yeah, he always says that. He's like, yo se la guardo. Like,
and then like, no, está bien. Like, no me traiga nada.
Yeah. No, but it was chill though. Like we played, and like I said, the people took up the hour by doing that. Like, you know, they take their turns singing their little songs.
Like someone's grandpa came up even.
Yeah, the old guy, he's saying no volveré. Something
El
else.
Tren, something.
Oh, Rumbo al Sur.
Rumbo al Sur.
Yeah, he sang that too. An hour, passed by quick. I even thought that the guy was gonna ask for another hour, like, and honestly, I probably would have done it too because it was pretty quick, you know.
It was fun.
Yeah, but it was all in all, considering that the beginning of the week started with, they canceled work on us, like we don't have anything on Saturday. To ended up playing, 5.5 hours, like that's not bad at all, dude. Like I'll take that any day, you know.
Easy.
But no, it was chill, cool.
Oh, de veras.
Yeah, let's do Charro Chat rule. Yeah, we got a couple. We need to go a little bit quick on these Charro Chats just so we can get out of here. Earn Crab 392 says, when was the last time y'all bought an instrument? Oh, I bought this one this past week. This is 80s Roberto Morales, Vihuela. Se lo vender al Víctor.
Sí, voy a comprar para estudiar.
Y eso sí.
Mine was like 2020.
When you bought
the Reuben.
2020?
Yeah. It was coming from quarantine, I think.
You've had it for almost 2 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I used it for a whole year, remember? Because the other one was...
Oh, yeah, you did use it for a year. Damn.
I might sell it to VH.
Pues ahí están los... Aquí ya están listos, güey. Juan Elizondo says, biggest customer pet peeve I hate when they ask for Mariachi Loco. No, pues obviously.
I think mine is whenever they treat us like we're machines. Because some will be like, hey, like, stop talking, like, you're losing time, or like, yeah, like, que son bien mandones, they're like, hey, like.
That's true.
Or like, que en el baño, bueno, me dan una canción or some shit, you know? It's like, okay, pues no va a hacer nada.
Yeah, we had a couple like that, for sure. Yeah, I think it's just a very rude. It's like, honestly, it kind of feels like where people are rude to, like, waiters and shit.
Yeah,
like
I feel like the same. Like
I'll get mad at waiters, but I won't be rude to them. Like I'll be like, as soon as he leaves, I'll be like, man, this motherfucker just taking his time or whatever. But I won't be able to.
El de ayer, like.
Yeah, el de ayer, dude. At Chili's, I'm like, no, if you work at Chili's, goddamn. No, but like I wouldn't go as soon as he comes up, like, oh, there you are. You know, like that's just rude. You know. So like I wouldn't do that. But like that's kind of how clients treat us. They're just kind of like, oh, like I can do whatever they want. They're just musicians or whatever. Like yeah, so I don't.
They're
like,
not people.
Yeah, for sure. They kind of act like they're above you, and I'm like, dude, I'm the one taking your money. Like,
yeah, I can spit on your food right now. Well, if you're a waitress.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess pet peeve would be like something like that, or I think another one for me is like when they don't respect boundaries. So like, and when we're playing, I don't like when people get up all like close to me and shit. Like, if I'm standing there, I'm doing my job, like. And then they'll come like right here. Like if it's for a song, okay, whatever. But like I've had instances where like I'll be standing there and then another guy's just like there chilling. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Like, bro, like respect my space. Like, especially like during COVID. Like people like, I mean, obviously sometimes we don't wear masks and sometimes they didn't either. But like it's still a pandemic, so I don't want like someone right next to me and shit. But dudes would be like, and then I could like smell the liquor on their breath, and I'm like, dude, like just take a couple steps back, you know, like this it's a little too close.
Like,
you know?
te amo.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that would be one of mine, just people that don't respect like personal space. And then another thing is like me like seeing them on other people, because then I don't like how they're probably feeling, you know. Right. So I don't like seeing it either. Davo _Texas says, is it tough to get into playing in a mariachi if you didn't play in high school? Well, we kind of talked about that with Boyo. Well, he got into it because of his family, but he didn't do mariachi in high school. And I know some people, I can't think of anyone specifically, but I've heard of people that didn't do it in school and stuff like that, but they got into it later. Yeah. You know? So, I mean, I don't think it's hard. I mean, if you know music, you know music. And if you want to do it, you're going to do it.
Con que le eches ganas, you know?
Yeah. Like, I think as long as you got, like, the musical prowess, I guess, to do it, then you can go out and you don't have to. Like, honestly, like, in high school, what you're going to learn is, like, right now that I'm a teacher, like, you're going to obviously learn the songs that your director gives you. You're going to learn about performance. That's what you should learn about performance. How you should carry yourself, you know, and also musical knowledge just to kind of understand. But as far as everything else, I think you learn it kind of like in the actual job. You learn a lot from just working out there. Now you're gonna suck, but I mean you'll learn a lot. That's for sure.
As long as you keep trying, you know. And people see that. Like if people see that you're trying, they're like keep calling you back.
Yeah.
Or even get a spot in the group.
Because it's not hard like to get into a mariachi, but it's harder to stay there. Because I think like any group will let you stay if you are doing your part, which is whatever. Like for us, for example, it's like he's a bass player and I'm a viola player. So like if he's fucking up the bass lines all the time, then obviously you're not coming back. You know, especially because like in an armonia,
which they get fired. Arturo.
Yeah, Arturo fired. But you're not because you were fucking.
I'll never
up.
Forgive you, bro.
Well, not because you were fucking up.
Wait,
yeah, okay. Wait. And like if I didn't know the arrangements, like in the beginning when I played viola with this group, I was asked because I didn't know much rep. And they kind of gave me the mantle because I mean they kind of said, okay, you're the viola player now. I'm like, fuck, like because I still remember my first time, because I would always play with Paco at the time, and then Paco one time like took a weekend off, and I just remember going into that weekend like hella nervous, just being like, like was Paco was the one I'd be like, okay, the next song, okay, like how do y'all play it, okay, like más o menos. So like if I fucked up, like I had like the crutch, like he could help me out there. But when he wasn't there and that weekend, I was just scared, dude. Like any song, I'm like, oh, okay, I know that one. Like, oh shit, how does this one go? Like, yeah, like, I remember. But I mean, you go through that to kind of learn. SJP13 says, this reminds me of when y'all told of Arturo walking into the wrong apartment.
Oh, he's talking about the meme.
Oh, the meme. Oh, yeah, that's true. I remember that episode. That was like early, dude.
Yeah.
Like 90 episodes ago.
It's like, dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry.
Vivolero Tony says, mariachi road trip stories. I mean, that's what this whole podcast is now. Like, it's just like things that have happened, you know, on the road and playing. I'm just going to say, listen to the other episodes.
Fair.
At EtterXHER has a client ever not paid y'all or not let y'all leave? I don't think one has never let us leave, like whole narco situation, you know, but there have been instances where people don't want to pay. I mean, the last one we almost got in a fight for, the one with Saul's first day. Yeah, we talked about that on here, but
I've had one. I've told this before. Like we had in with another group, we're doing talon, and this lady asked for 4 songs. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to go get money or cambio from the register. And then she left.
You're like, what?
Pretty much. We played 4 songs for her, bro.
And you can't do anything about that. I mean, she's gone. We could call the cops, like, sir, yeah, she didn't pay for her mariachi songs. Like, you can't explain that. You know? It's because, honestly, it's more like a verbal agreement. We're not signing any contract. Like, if you're doing talon, like, it says you're just trusting that person has enough money to pay for. I mean, I still get nervous every once in a while when we've been playing for like a guy for like, you know, 10, 15 songs in, and I'm like, does this dude got money? Especially like si andan medios, you know, like kind of tomados. Because I'm like, do they have money? And like I said, it hasn't happened to us where someone doesn't pay, but there are times where I'm like, yo, are we good? Because I'm a little scared right now. You know what I'm saying? No, but for sure. Do we have any confessions? Oh, we have 2 real quick. I hate it when you're late to one gig, then throw it. You guys got to learn, right? Hate it when you're late to one gig, then it throw the time off. So now you're like, oh, so you're saying like
it's like a domino thing.
You're late to one gig, so the rest of them you're late to. Yeah. Well,
that happens, bro.
It does.
Well, I mean, when it's a party, it's like, I don't think anything is really like official. Like, it's cuando llegas, you know. Like, no one's keeping track of like, unless it's like those parties where they have like a planner, like weddings have wedding planners, and they're like, hey, like you're 7 to 8, you know.
And get off.
Yeah, and then it's DJ from till like midnight.
Yeah,
and then she goes up to the DJ, like she goes up to the other,
like, yanks that shit. She just like untuned your guitarron, just like you're done. Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean it happens, but I mean sometimes you can't control it. That's why we always say like as a joke, like we always vamos a llegar temprano para acabar tarde, like because that does happen. Like we get there on time, and even then we end up leaving late because of something, you know. So it's just something that happens.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
The next one. Wear my traje with
no,
right?
Yeah.
With no undies on, much more breathable. I don't think I could do that, man.
You know how musty you lift that.
You're gonna leave the freaking what's it called? What do they say? They say canela. They call it something though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
Something strict, no?
But what are they saying in English? I'm like blanking right now.
We know what I mean. Okay,
skid mark.
Skid mark, yeah.
You're gonna leave the skid mark on your traje, dude. That's not what you want.
No manches.
You're gonna leave a little streak of canela on there, dude. You don't want that on your traje.
Yeah, leave the stench too, like
the underwear is like there to catch what you don't want on your pants, bro. Like
next week when you put your pants, you're like,
yeah, you're gonna smell last week. You know, you don't want that. You know?
Then it's gonna build up because I can bet a lot of people don't wash their trajes. You know.
I'm like,
huh? I'm like, sir.
Nah, but shit, I mean, right now that it's the summer months, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's weekly. It's a weekly thing.
It's fucking dirty, dude. Especially if you're like a naturally musty person, like you know who you are. You know, like if you're a musty person, like you know that you gotta wash your stuff. But like yeah, I mean, how breathable is it now that like you're sacrificing the comfort of the underwear protecting, you know, your nether regions, you know, like it's a little rough. I'm just saying be safer, you know.
Want some shit, bro.
You want some shit. Literally.
Damn.
Oh damn.
You good, bro? Like he's listening to it.
I'm like hello?
I'm never typing a confession.
Oh damn. All right, guys. So we're gonna get out of here. This has been episode 90 of CharroBeans podcast. 10 more, we'll be at 100, and then we can retire. Or whatever it is that we do. Right. But
we'll start season 2.
Hey. We just started another podcast. It's like CharroBeans 2.
It's like Beans Charro, like
Beans Charro. No, you guys, thank you for coming back, liking, subscribing, viewing, sharing, all the things that you guys do to keep this podcast relevant. We will see you guys next week with a new episode.
Yeah.
And
thank you guys.
And yeah, that's it. So we're getting out of here. Going to Whataburger.
Y'all be safe.
Y'all be easy. Bye. Oh fuck! I keep fucking. Yeah, I fucked up. It's this thing, like.
Lo bueno es que estudio, güey. ¿Y deja milkshakes ahora?